They told you, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a safe job, work for 40 years, retire, live happily ever after. But deep down, you know the truth. You've seen it with your own eyes. You felt it in your bones. That formula is broken. Because the world has changed, but the system has not. Jim Rohn once said, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. Let those words burn into your mind like fire on stone, because they are not just words. They are a map, a blueprint, a wake-up call for anyone who dares to rise above mediocrity. Formal education is what the world hands you. Self-education is what you take for yourself. Formal education fills your mind with facts. Self-education fills your life with fortune. Formal education teaches you how to make a living. Self-education teaches you how to design a life. And the truth is this: the greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. But let me take you on a journey. When you were a child, curiosity burned in you. You asked 1,000 questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do stars shine? Why do birds fly? But then, school came along. And slowly, the system taught you not to question, but to obey. Not to imagine, but to memorize. Not to create, but to conform. They graded you, ranked you, compared you. They told you, you are average, you are above average, you are below average. And you started to believe them. You started to think your worth came from letters on a report card. But let me tell you something powerful. Your destiny cannot be measured by a grade point average. Your future is not written in ink on a piece of paper. The marketplace does not reward what you know. It rewards what you do with what you know. How many people do you know who have degrees but are broke? How many people walked across that graduation stage with applause echoing in the air, only to walk into a life of debt, stress, and quiet desperation? And how many dropped out, rejected the traditional path, but became millionaires, even billionaires? Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Richard Branson. They understood something the system never taught them. You are not paid for the knowledge you keep. You are paid for the value you bring. And value is built through self-education. Jim Rohn said, don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. Because here's the secret. You don't need another certificate. You don't need another degree. What you need is hunger. Hunger for wisdom. Hunger for growth. Hunger for mastery. You see, formal education ends when you walk out of that classroom. But self-education never ends. It is a lifelong pursuit. It is reading the books others won't read, listening to the mentors others won't listen to, practicing the disciplines others are too lazy to practice. It's staying up an extra hour to feed your mind instead of your distractions. It's investing in seminars, courses, mentors, coaches. It's asking yourself daily, what can I learn today that will multiply my tomorrow? Because wealth does not flow to the person who knows the most. Wealth flows to the person who grows the most. Picture this. Two young men graduate on the same day. Both wear the same gown, the same cap, the same diploma in hand. One thinks the journey is over. I've done it. I have a degree. The world owes me success. The other thinks the journey has just begun. This paper means nothing unless I keep learning, keep growing, keep applying. 10 years later, one is stuck in the same job, trapped by the same paycheck, crushed by the same bills. The other? He has created opportunities, built businesses, invested wisely, designed a life of freedom. The difference wasn't the diploma. It was the decision to never stop learning. Because here's the harsh truth. Your degree may open a door, but it will not keep it open. What keeps it open is your self-education, your discipline, your hunger to outgrow yesterday. Now listen to me carefully. If you want wealth, if you want freedom, if you want a life that most people only dream of, you must take responsibility for your own education. Not the one given to you, the one you create. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the mentors you seek, the risks you take, the lessons you wrestle with in the real world. That is your education. That is your university. That is where fortunes are built. Jim Rohn said, if you want more, you must become more. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Do you feel the weight of that truth? Success is not out there, hiding, waiting to be found. Success is waiting inside you, waiting for you to grow into the kind of person who can handle it, who can deserve it, who can multiply it. The degree may have taught you how to earn a paycheck, but self-education will teach you how to create wealth. The degree may have trained you to take orders, but self-education will teach you how to give direction. The degree may have told you what to think, but self-education will teach you how to think. And that difference is everything. The world is full of educated failures, people who know every answer in the textbook, but cannot answer the question life throws at them. People who can quote history, but cannot write their own. People who can solve equations, but cannot solve their own financial struggles. You must not be one of them. You must make a vow, here and now, that you will never stop learning, that you will never settle for the knowledge given, but you will seek the knowledge required, that you will turn your car into a classroom, your mornings into a university, your nights into a library. Because if you will feed your mind like others feed their bodies, you will rise where others fall. Self-education is the wealth secret they never taught you in school. Why? Because school was designed to make you an employee, not an owner, a worker, not a creator, a cog in the machine, not the designer of the machine. But you were not born to be a cog. You were born to be a creator. You were born to build, to lead, to inspire, to rise. And for that, you must educate yourself in ways the classroom never dared. Study wealth, study leadership, study communication, study discipline, study human nature, study yourself. Because when you master yourself, you master your destiny. Remember this, a formal education can teach you how to make a living, but self-education can teach you how to build a life. And life is not measured by paychecks. Life is measured by impact, freedom, fulfillment, legacy. So stop waiting for the system to save you. Stop waiting for permission to grow. Stop waiting for the world to hand you opportunity. Opportunity is built by those who prepare. Your future is not written in a classroom. It is written in the quiet hours when you choose to learn while others sleep. It is written in the sacrifices you make to invest in yourself. It is written in the fire you build inside your mind until no one, no teacher, no boss, no system can put it out. Jim Rohn's wealth secret is not complicated. It is simple. It is profound. It is life-changing. Self-education is the key, because once you commit to it, no one can take it from you. The money can come and go. The economy can rise and fall. The world can change overnight. But the wisdom, the skills, the discipline you have built into yourself will always remain. And with it, you can rebuild. You can rise again. You can create fortune after fortune, life after life. That is freedom. That is wealth. That is success. So now I ask you, will you be the one who stops learning when the diploma is framed? Or will you be the one who decides that graduation was just the beginning? Because the world is waiting. Your future is waiting. Your fortune is waiting. But it does not wait for the one who sits back. It does not wait for the one who hopes. It does not wait for the one who thinks a piece of paper guarantees a future. It waits for the one who hungers, the one who studies, the one who grows, the one who becomes. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And the question you must answer is this: will you settle for a living, or will you rise and build a fortune? The question is not whether education matters. It does. The real question is, who will be your teacher? The system or yourself? Because life doesn't pay you for what you know on paper. It pays you for what you apply in reality. So ask yourself tonight, are you waiting for permission to grow? Or will you pick up the book, the discipline, the courage, and teach yourself the wealth, the freedom, the life you deserve? The choice is yours, and the clock is already ticking.